What's going on, Millie Roaders? If this is not your first time tuning into the channel, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel. Before we get started with today's review of this 2019 Ram 1500, I want to say thank you guys for subscribing to the channel, and if you haven't already, please make sure to smash that subscribe button. I want to hit 500 subscribers by June of 2020, so that's my goal, and if you can help me reach it, that'll be fantastic. And also, if you do like this video, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. It does help with YouTube's algorithm, and it does get my views a lot higher once there's more likes on these videos. But anyways, enough of me babbling on. Let's get started with this review. All right, guys, so here is the 2019 Ram 1500 Laramie, and this is a crew cab, and you can tell by those two rear doors right there, the same size as the two front doors. And this, I just want to say that this truck looks absolutely amazing. After they made the changes on the exterior of this truck, I really liked it a lot more than the previous years, and I think it looks very aggressive as well. I mean, just take a look at this front right here. It just looks fantastic. And of course, these headlights do have a nice LED strip right here on the bottom, and they are pointed out by the Ram LED right there, which is a nice little touch for this truck. So now moving on to the side here, you can see that this truck does have a big profile, but it's super nice. I absolutely love the wheels, and I like how they did the wheel branding in the white. So you can see that Bridgestone there is white, highlighter white. I actually like that. I don't know, it's a nice touch for the trucks, and I think it goes very well with this truck specifically. I really like it. Now moving on to the side here, you can see that it does say 1500 Hemi 5.7 liter, and that is because this truck is actually equipped with a Hemi 5.7 liter V8 engine that does have 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. And yes, the towing capacity is over 11,000 pounds, so that's fantastic. You could take your boat and tow it, a couple jet skis, whatever. If you do live in South Florida, I don't know, maybe if you live somewhere else where you have a lake, that'll be nice too. But it is a very powerful truck, and it does have some nice pickups, so we'll get to that later. Now moving to the exterior of this truck and to the rear, you can see that it does have some nice tail lights right here, and I absolutely love these tail lights. I've seen some people that do mod it, and they put like I guess black vinyl around here, and it does tie in this part with the truck a little bit nicer than just have a full red tail light. So I actually like it, but just like this, I like it enough to not even have to complain so much about it. And of course here you can see that it has a black Laramie logo, and of course a huge Ram logo, which is very nice. So this truck does have the dual tip exhaust, which actually sounds pretty nice, and I'm gonna put a sound clip of the exhaust here. And as you can tell, the car does sound pretty nice. It's pretty quiet. Obviously it's a stock exhaust, but it's nothing too crazy. Now the bed on this truck, you could actually open it up with the key, and if you just press the button on the Ram key right here, so you see the tailgate, you just press it twice and the tailgate does go down. And I gotta mention that this key is actually pretty heavy, and it's hefty. It's not too heavy actually, but it feels very nice in your hand, so I really like it. And as you can, it does come with some LEDs inside, so you could be able to light up the back here if you're trying to move something at night. But let's go on to the interior of this car, because it's probably my favorite thing. But before we get to that, I want to do something I always do in all my videos, which is I try to fit a set of golf clubs into the cargo space of the cars that I review, or the trucks. But as you can tell, it's going to be pretty easily. I have a feeling that it's going to be pretty easy to fit in there, but I'm going to show you a few cool things along the way while I try to fit the golf clubs into this truck. So let's get to that now. All right, guys, so now that I opened the side door here, or the rear door of this truck, I'm gonna try to put my golf clubs in here, because obviously the golf clubs are gonna fit into the bed of this truck without a problem. So I want to fit it into the rear, so you guys can see that you could actually fit some passengers in there as well, even with the golf clubs in the truck. And I'm going to show you some cool things along the way. So first and foremost, I want to show you that this truck, actually you can lift the seats up. So the seats were lifted up, no problem. But before I show you this, I want to show you that this truck does come with coolers on both sides of the truck in the interior. So That's actually super cool. So there's one cooler here and there's another cooler on the other side, so that's pretty awesome. So let me just walk in here a little bit and open this seat up, or lift the seat up, and there you go. And there's tons of space. There's an umbrella right there, but there's another cooler on that side right there, and of course a couple cup holders right here, so you could, you know, if you're sitting back here, you could have your Coke there without a problem. But anyways, let me try to fit the golf clubs into the rear of this truck, and you're gonna see it goes in quite easily. So told you that was easy. So now he's gotta put the seats down, but look at that. So the golf club fits under the seats, both of them, and you still have enough room here to have your passengers sit down, put their feet comfortably, connect their iPhone or their whatever iPads here to charge, because there are 2 USB-C ports and 2 USB-B ports back here, and a little storage compartment right there. But that's actually super cool and super comfortable about this truck, that you could fit a set of golf clubs here and have people sitting in the back. Never have to take the golf clubs out, and you don't have to bother your passengers. And whew, I'm out of breath. I gotta run more, but anyways, let's cut that out. All right, guys, so now that we're in the interior of this 2019 Ram 1500 Laramie, I absolutely love the interior, and the first thing that I do want to cover is these seats, because they're super comfortable, and I absolutely do love that they are leather, and they also have a slit here of I guess Alcantara or suede, if you want to call it. I absolutely love it. I think it's a nice touch instead of just having a full leather seat. I think this kind of sets it apart a little bit, and it gives that little cool factor. And of course there is more suede right there on the side door, so you know, it gives it, in my opinion, a little bit more of a cool factor instead of just having full leather everywhere, because you know, all the cars have that. Not all cars have this design, which I think is very nice. The next thing that I want to cover in this truck is actually the gear knob. As you can tell, here it is. So instead of having the gear knob here like in every other truck, or maybe like right here behind the steering wheel, they changed this to this knob, which is actually pretty cool, but it does feel kind of weird, you know, when you put in reverse, neutral, and drive. It's nice. It's super high quality. I mean, it doesn't even shake or anything. No, I think it's a really cool feature, and you know what? I could definitely get used to it. It's a nice touch, kind of sets it apart from other cars or other trucks. So I really like that. The other main thing about this truck has to be this 12-inch infotainment screen. I mean, look how big this thing is. It's absolutely huge, and I actually like it a lot. And the cool thing is that it does have like a kind of split display. So right here, you can see that it does have the back cam, and you can see that it does show right here a very HD view of the rear. So when you're backing up, you see this very nicely. And here you have more options, so it does split the screen depending on what you're looking at. So I think that's super cool. And of course here you have it points out that it does have ventilated seats on this truck, so heated seats in the front or vented seats, and of course it does do that on both front seats, so I think that's super cool. But I absolutely love this camera. I think the new Jeeps have this, so it's kind of all the same thing, but they're HD and very, very high quality, which I absolutely love. The next thing is this infotainment responsive. I missed the X button there like 4 times. But is this infotainment system responsive enough to get you through the menus fast? Yes, it is. Actually, it's actually very responsive. It feels nice. It looks very nice. I absolutely love how it looks. You know, you can have different backgrounds on here, so this one has like a nice leather texture background, which is super cool. I don't know if the video will be able to pick it up, but it's just fast, responsive. You have many different things here: climate control, seat controls, media, the backup cam that we already covered. So you can see that it went through the menu super fast, and I absolutely love it. I think it's a great touch, and I have 0 complaints about this infotainment system. All right, so now moving here to the driver's perspective, I like the steering wheel a lot. It's very soft. It feels great in your hands. It's all leather wrapped, and it does have all the buttons here that you need while you're driving, so you don't have to put, you know, take your hands off the steering wheel to be able to change it over here, or, you know, get distracted by trying to touch this 12-inch screen that you have right here on the right. But The cool thing I like about all these, like the Ram, Jeeps and all stuff, is that to put up the volume and change stations is actually in the back of the steering wheel. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it right there, but right here, you just up or down to change stations, and I think on the other side they have for the volume. But either way, I think that's pretty cool. So you're driving, you have your hand fully gripped here, and you don't have to take, you can see my fingers moving back there, and all you have to do to switch between stations and put the volume up is just move your fingers around back here and you're good to go. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, of course, moving to the rest of the truck, the center console right here, I think this is super cool. And actually, I haven't seen this in a long time. So there's actually a CD player right there. So that's pretty insane that they still have CD players on this truck. That's 2019/2020. I think that's super cool. Not many cars have that anymore. So kind of brought back some memories there, I guess, because I haven't seen it in forever. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And right next to it, you see that it does have more USB-C ports and 2 USB ports with an aux port right in between it. So that's pretty cool. So you could be able to have a bunch of cables tied onto that or connected there, so you could have multiple people using Apple CarPlay. You could share the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So I think that's pretty cool. I do that in my wife's Jeep all the time. Like I take control of what we're driving, like the way I put Waze, and then she'll be in control of the music. So it's pretty cool that you can have both Apple CarPlay at the same time, and this truck you do the same thing. So that's a big thumbs up. And you know, once again, I absolutely love how these trucks look and how they feel inside. They're super comfortable. But anyways, let's continue with the center console, because there are a couple other cool things that this truck has that I want to point out. All right guys, so right here in the center console, you see that you have 2 more cup holders. Let me just move those cables. You have 2 more cup holders right here, and you can put your coins in here if you want, so they don't slide all over the place. So it's pretty cool. But you know, you have more space back here, so that's even cooler, right? Yes, but this is even cooler. You grab this lever right here and you slide this bad boy back, and you have even more space toward the front, so you could, you know, move it back and forth like that without a problem. Another cool thing about this truck is that it does have the secret compartment right here, so you can fit more stuff in here, and you just press that little button and this thing opens up. And you also have right here more storage space, which is great. All right guys, so now that I'm in the rear of this truck, there is so much space back here, I don't know what to do with myself. Honestly, like it's insane. So this is how I was sitting when I was in front of myself, like I was in the driver's seat, and look how much space there is. Like literally, like my hand doesn't even, I can't even spread my hand out enough to be able to touch the front seat, which is insane. And I'm super comfortable back here. The seats are very comfortable, and you can see that these seats are a little bit more reclined than the one I'm in, so you could adjust it a little bit. And you could also put this down, and you have even 2 more cup holders here and more storage. I mean, this is nuts. I love this truck. It's so comfortable. Again, the leather with the suede continues on to the rear seats of this truck, so it's absolutely amazing. But I just love how comfortable this truck is compared to other trucks. I really like it. All right guys, so let's get started with this drive. And of course, you go here to the knob, you put it on drive, the screen changes, you see there that you're on drive, and you can just let go of the brake and start going. So this car absolutely drives like a dream. The suspension is what you expect from a truck, so it's a little rough, and you can feel it in the rear, but it's still very floaty. I don't know if that makes sense what I'm saying. The steering wheel is very soft. You know, though it feels great. You know, there's no different modes for it. It's just a very nice driving truck. It's really refined everywhere in the interior of this truck, and you could actually hear me talk without a problem, which is great. But yeah guys, this truck just drives amazing. I want to see if I could do a quick little acceleration here, so you guys can see how fast this truck does accelerate from, you know, from 0 to speed limit, right? So let's get to that right here. All right guys, so here you go. Oh, so you can see it has very good oomph, this truck. I'm not gonna lie, it accelerated actually pretty nicely, and you got up to speed in no time, so that was actually good. You know, what more can you get from a 395 horsepower V8? I think it accelerated actually pretty nicely. I'm actually kind of speechless. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more slow getting up to speed, but it impressed me right there. Another cool thing, which I'm very, I guess, I don't know if I'm very anal about, but I really like that the actual turn signal has a nice clicking noise. I don't know if that's something you guys also like looking for in the cars that you purchase or lease. But if your car, like if my car, for example, didn't have a nice clicking noise, man, I would not have liked this. Like, I don't know. I'm just very, very picky about those things. I don't know why. But I absolutely love this truck. I think it drives great. The acceleration is great. But my favorite thing has to be the infotainment system. And I think it will be your guys too. Like if you got this truck or you even drive it, make sure you get a 12-inch infotainment screen. The largest screen after that, it might be Tesla. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think it's a great truck. Let me just do a quick little U-turn here. And look at that. It's just, it feels so nice when you turn. It's insane. And of course, you got to go here, put it in reverse, and there's that camera right there, which is HD, which is nuts. I think I absolutely love that thing. And put it in drive. And the mirrors do go down when you put it in reverse, so you could be able to see where your tires are going and you don't hit anything. I absolutely love this truck, guys. I can't stop saying it. I think it's great. And for the price, this truck starts at like 35, but this one specifically that I'm driving, I think it would, like fully loaded with everything, was like 54,000, which is a little up there. But when you think about it, it's actually great. It's a great price for the truck, especially with everything it has. The infotainment system that's super fast. I've driven cars, I've reviewed cars that they're more expensive, and the infotainment system is 100 times slower than the one that this one is. I'm not saying that this one's slow, but yeah, I mean, I think the price for this truck is fantastic. Here you go, the rear camera again. And it does have a nice feature that when you back up and you get too close to it, it does slam on the e-brakes really hard, so you don't hit whatever's behind you. So I think that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna finish the video here. I hope you guys did like this review. I absolutely love this truck. You know, if I was in the market for a truck, I would definitely look into this very hard, just because it compares and it might be better than the ones that are out there right now, like, you know, Ford, Chevy. I don't know, it's a really good contender, especially that Ford and Chevy does not have that. So anyways, guys, if you like this video, please make sure to hit like on this video so that the YouTube algorithm does work and it helps me get, you know, more views on the videos, because, you know, I want to keep on doing these videos for you guys. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. I want to hit that 500 subscriber goal by June of this year, 2020. So let's start the year off strong and let's reach those goals. But anyways, guys, that's it. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.